Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through the Melbourne vs GWS AFLW game from round 6 of the season. I believe this was played maybe on a Thursday or night or so I am still a good couple of days behind. Obviously with all the doubles that does occur, so we'll catch them all back up in the next 3 or 4 days, and you'll have them all caught up probably by the Saturday or so, and then the Sunday you'll have some other videos, I believe. But anyway, let's just jump into this recap here. As you can see, 41-25, and we get down to here, and Kate Hall, 95, she was the top scorer, 27, or top scorer I should say, for Melbourne. She ended up with 27 touches, 5 tackles, 5 free kicks, 4 and a behind. If we look at the CBAs, you can see she was up there 85%, so that was a really good thing. Her role is one of the better ones, especially as a non-midfielder. Anytime you can get just any CBAs, especially above that sort of 50% threshold, that's really good. One worrying sign that I did find out of this is that you see this Goldrick line here, 27% average now. She had a really good start CBA wise, then down a little bit, up to 50, then down to 0. And we know that with them playing, I think they play tonight, Melbourne, that I believe that McNamara is back, I want to say. Where is McNamara? McNamara hasn't actually had any CBAs though, so that is a positive sign, basically saying. But that is another sort of winger midfielder type player that is back. So it could probably mean that Goldrick has lower CBAs or not, but I don't know who exactly she's replacing or whatnot. Let me actually just go AFLW lineups. It's probably the best way to show this to you, but it is a little bit of a watch on. So Madigan, I think it is. Madigan, where did she go? She went 10, she didn't do anything, I don't think. And CBAs wise, she's not involved in there at all. And then kick-ins wise, Madigan is not in there, so she was just sort of nothing. Okay, so that's not bad. So it's not as bad as what I thought it was originally for Goldrick, but it's still a watch there in case of out of her double, she doesn't perform the best and we need to move her on. But yeah, that certainly is a watch there. Hank, 79, Fitzsimmons, 75, 9 tackles for her. Chaplin, 71. Pretty sure Chaplin was in the CBAs, was it? Or was she? No, she was the one that wasn't involved in the CBAs. I get so confused with this Melbourne CBA bunch. As you see here, they've legitimately got, what's that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 girls doing CBA work, including about 3 ruckmen. So you got still like 7 or so girls that are running through the CBAs as midfielders, which is just really hard to track all of them. Watt, 68, one of the ruckmen. She's actually turned out really good for AFLW fantasy, like cash generation in the end. Just because she kind of had to get time on ground just because of all the injuries. So she's actually done really, really well. And that's sort of shown, I guess, if we go to Watt herself here. If we go to Watt, you'll see in the last couple of games, she's put up a 77 and a 68 when she just got more than 30% TOG. And it was sort of what I was aligning to back here, when you can see here that outside of this sort of 6 and 0, as well as 6 and 0. If you take 6 points off her round, so 5, so that's about 280. She averages around about the 58 or something like that when she actually gets decent TOG. Like, it's as simple as that. So yeah, that's just because she has a 6 and a 9%er and a 5%er here in season 6, is just 1 game. So that would be 6 games of around about, okay, it's only about 48 or so, but it's still pretty a big enough jump there. But anyway, but that sort of just proves that point that I was mentioning to start the season, or not to start the season, but around 3 or 4 when we started to think about how are we going to move Edmonds on. So you have that with Watt, Heath, Gall, Mithen, 50% for her. Brannan, 49, Lampard, Witherspoon, Pisano, Taylor as well. Taylor was one that I was looking at when I was looking at the Kimber and stuff like that. in about round 5, and I thought Taylor might be just a really good cheapie, but I don't think she's pushed on any bit. Campbell, Darcy, Hill, Johnson, Colvin, Gillard, and Madigan. Then we go over to GWS, and they've already played since obviously they played last night against St Kilda, so we know that Zali Goldsworthy didn't put up a good number. I can tell you that, which kind of sucks, but it's kind of just reflective of my season in itself, just injury after injury, meaning that I couldn't actually get the top of the line girls, and yeah, Goldsworthy just failed. Beeson 87, but yeah, she was really good in this game. So I know she's an impact player in itself, so I shouldn't have probably gone for her, but I was just trying to. It was the sort of best of the worst case scenario. Beeson 28, 4 and 4, 4 free kicks against, denied her some decent score. I don't know what she exactly scored in the game last night, but I'm pretty sure it was all right. I'm pretty sure it was in like the 70s, so it wasn't the worst. It wasn't high scoring in the game last night. Let me bring it up for you guys, but it wasn't the best scoring. Garnett with an 80. I don't think she scored particularly well. You had Beeson on 90 last night, and you had Garnett 56 last night as well, and you had Goldsworthy 58. So those are the significant ones. Parker 78, she was probably the one to go for if we go to AFLW Fantasy. I just want to look it up because of course it's not running quickly. Let's just show you this. Parker here. Yeah, I probably should have gone Parker, to be honest with you. She went 116, as you see here, which would have been a lot better. But Parker was actually averaging, I think, was she averaging around about Goldsworthy? Goldsworthy actually was averaging worse. So yeah, I probably should have gone Parker now thinking about it. Because yeah, she just turned up, as you see, with that. And she turned up the week before. If we go to here, you can see. But then again, she scored a 78 here, whereas Goldsworthy scored a 97. So it was I was pretty much screwed either way because I couldn't get to Hatchard, who I really wanted. But anyway, it is what it is. Brasendale 66, O'Dowd 65. O'Dowd's yeah, she's soaring in the 60s now, which is all right. She scored 62 last night, so again, just a decent sort of filler score, but nothing outstanding. And missing out on the likes of Mim Strom was probably a big error, I would say. Evans, Smith, Pease, Eva, Mowbray, Zarika, Zahoy, Ransom, Randall, Huntington 33, and then out the next week. So yeah, I really need to next year with the women's really need to focus on the actual role that they're playing and their injury history as well, because yeah, that's one thing that's definitely cost me a little bit alongside all the injuries, obviously. But yeah, Huntington has had a couple of restings, which doesn't help. Bradfield, Greason, Gaffney, Davies, and Jess Doyle. But anyway, that is the video. They're going through all of the, going through the Melbourne versus GWS game, going through sort of my thoughts on it and how both teams don't really have anyone particularly that I like too much. And I guess it's just sort of, with GWS having already played their double, obviously you can't trade into any of their players, and then with Melbourne going to play their double tonight, you'd really only want probably Hoare and Gouldrick are probably the only two that you'd be looking at and wanting. But other than that, if you did enjoy the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.